What is up, guys? It's Karsten Craning back at it again with another YouTube video. Today we are doing a styling video, and that's something a little new to this channel, I guess. It's not something I've done a lot before, but we're gonna do it today. And the reason we're doing it today is because we're talking about hiking boots. Hiking boots have gotten more popular in fashion in the past couple of years. Obviously, they serve their utilitarian purpose and they've been a big thing in tech wear for quite a while. But it wasn't until more recently where you saw other unique aesthetics of fashion taking hiking boots and kind of bringing them into their own. I've looked at Roas in the past, I've looked at Yeezy desert boots, and I never really pulled the trigger on a pair of hiking boots because it just didn't make sense to me. Until recently, where I actually started to go hiking a lot more. Hiking has become a hobby that's become a bigger part of my life, I guess. And so I eventually went out and bought a pair of hiking boots, and the ones I picked up would be these. These are some Salomon Outline GTX hiking boots. And of course, I originally bought these just for the purpose of hiking. I thought, of course, they did look cool, and I do know Salomon is a great brand. They've done collabs with Boris in the past. And they just have really become a shoe I wear a lot. With hiking boots in particular, and in particular these mid-top hiking boots, I've realized you can style them really easily. So I wanted to throw together a couple of fits that I might wear on the day-to-day, a couple of different aesthetics to get you guys inspired if you want to pick up a pair of hiking boots, particularly these mid-top ones. Of course, I would definitely recommend Salomon's if you're looking for a hiking boot and you don't want to spend maybe like the $300, $400 price tag that a lot of these more high-end boots go for, because they are great quality, they will last you, they are designed for hiking. But on top of that, they just look great. There's a reason I think Boris did a collab with them, and it's because these shoes genuinely look great. So this first fit we have is a very simple fit. So we got some Levi 501s, a vintage Cro-Mags tee, and then of course the actual hiking boots themselves. So a very basic fit, and it's one that's very popular right now to kind of do a straight cut jean like your Helmut Lang, your Levi 501s with a vintage tee. And again, you don't have to style it with a vintage tee. Another thing is I have this Mocca's hoodie here, which also looks very good with the fit. And oftentimes you'll see fits like these styled with your Guidis, your CCP, your Saint Laurent boots, whatever. And that's a great way to style a fit like this. But you can also style it with hiking boots and it looks just as great. It's gonna look a little bit more casual, but it will still provide that same structure and aggression that you're gonna get from any other boot. But this is just, again, a very simple fit, and you see a lot of people wearing pants of this cut, and hiking boots will look great with them at the end of the day. Moving on, we have this more summer kind of casual fit, I would say. In this fit, we've got my Arc'teryx hat, my 2001 vintage New Order long sleeve, a backpack that's undercover, and then these thrifted athletic shorts. Pretty much with this fit, the reason I'm showing it to you guys is to show you a great advantage that comes with hiking boots. Hiking boots, of course, are gonna be a little more casual than any other boot you're gonna purchase. And of course, there's some downsides to that. Maybe you're not gonna style it with a more formal fit that you could with a different boot, but it's gonna be really hard to style any other of those boots I mentioned earlier with shorts. And the great thing about a hiking boot is you can style it with shorts or in a more casual way. And it'll also provide that aggression that you might be looking for in a fit like that, for example, one of those more formal boots won't be able to provide. Next fit is, I guess, this trendy type of aesthetic. Maybe it's a little bit more darker, Y2K, Playboy Cardi inspired or something. I'm not sure what to call this aesthetic, but hiking boots work with this as well. In this fit, I have this Craig green shirt, these Rick Owens Detroits, and this kind of punk studded belt. You'll often see these types of fits styled with maybe Rick Owens boots or something of the likes. The beauty of hiking boots is that they can be a mid-top. They provide that structure that you might be looking for in a Rick Owens sneaker or boot, but also can fit very well with a more skinny, slimmer aesthetic. I think part of that is because the design is so streamlined, I want to say. I'm not really sure. Next fit is, I guess, a more workwear inspired fit. A Craig green work jacket, a Uniqlo basic black hoodie, and some cargo pants I bought off Amazon almost 3 or 4 years ago. and that I still wear today, because at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be expensive to be a great item. But the reason I'm showing you guys this fit is that if you're interested in maybe workwear, you are a fan of Kiko, Craig Green, Junya, CDG, any of those brands that kind of go into that more workwear aesthetic, hiking boots are going to be a great option for that. Workwear often has more boxy and structured silhouettes, and hiking boots are going to go great with that. Moving on, we have my last final fit. This is definitely the most experimental or avant-garde fit. I guess I would call this a Yoji-esque fit with all the flowy, kind of long fabrics, but this is actually a Craig Green parka with a Uniqlo basic black button-up, and then some SK Manor Hill pants that are very flowy, very Yoji-esque, I guess you could call them, but for a much more affordable price than Yoji. SK Manor Hill is a brand focused on sustainability, and they have some pants like this which offer a really great cut. But the reason I'm showing you guys this fit is to say, hiking boots even work well if you're doing a more avant-garde fit. You can wear, of course, a more avant-garde fit, you're gonna wanna wear the most avant-garde shoe. Maybe with a fit like this, you'd wanna wear tabbies or some Rick Owens or some other avant-garde shoe. But oftentimes with fits like these, sure, those shoes are gonna look great, but at the end of the day, you can also style it with hiking boots, and it makes it look a little bit more casual, and it can also make it look a little bit more down to earth. Oftentimes when you're wearing a fit like this with all these very extreme pieces, wearing a shoe that's a little bit more toned down and doesn't scream I'm expensive or weird can make the fit look a lot better, I think, in my opinion. And a hiking boot, for especially these longer flowy aesthetics, can bring some great structure and aggressiveness and practicality that maybe something like a tabby boot would not, or a derby in that case as well. But my point with this video, I guess, is to show you that hiking boots can go with a lot of different aesthetics, and because of that versatility, I think they're a shoe that a lot of people should invest in if you're looking for a brand new boot. There's a lot of options besides these Salomon's mid GTXs. I hope this video inspired you guys with these fits, and my name is Karsten Craning. Please like and subscribe, and with that, I'm signing off, and I will see you guys soon.